Boom, boom. This is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Azur laying up today. So let's go ahead and talk about what we know and what we don't know. So the next event is going to be a call to arms, and it's going to be associated with the Eagle Union. So, you know, we had a call to arms, Northern Parliament, then the last one was a call to arms, Sardinia Empire, and this was going to be a call to arms for the Eagle Union. So we're not exactly sure which ships. I think we've got one. USS San Francisco is probably going to drop in the second phase of the event. So the first phase of the event is the call to arms. So you should be focusing on Yorktown, Soryu, Hiryu, and Helena. I have all of them, and I pretty much got most of them done. I'm still working on. So I've got. Went too far there. So I've got Helena's at 120, and she's fully limit broke. Yorktown is fully limit broke, and Hiryu is fully limit broke. So I just need to get Soryu up to 70, which is another 8 levels. So that should not be a problem. So we'll have her taken care of hopefully by the time the event starts next week, which will be phase 2, which will be going for the chat border again, as just like always. So those are the 4 ships that you want to be working on right now. They do, of course, get the standard 20% experience increase through sorties. And you want to make sure that you got them fully limit broke. Now, if this continues with the format that we've been seeing for the last several months, there'll be a new set of ships. We have not, like I say, except for San Francisco, which they dropped an image of on Twitter, said that she would be gracing our docks soon, which I assume means in the second half of this event. We don't know what the other ships are. We're also not sure what the event is going to entail. A lot of people are talking about, because they mentioned Yorktown, maybe they're talking something, and Soryu, Hiryu, they meant maybe something associated with Midway, but we're not exactly sure, because Midway was actually already done in Chapter 3, so we're not exactly sure what's going to be coming up in the second phase, which will start on the 26th. But there will be some new ships, and we'll get a story. I'll do another video once I find out, but right now we haven't got a picture of what ships are going to be entered. But I did want to go ahead and do an update on this, just so that you know to focus on Yorktown, Soryu, Hiryu, and Helena. There's also a PR catch-up for Neptune. So you know, every time you do a research project, you'll get whatever the research project specifies, but they'll also give you a few Neptune blueprints, and you can obtain up to 30. So, you know, just keep doing it, and each time you do a research project, you'll get some. So as long as you're doing your research projects on a regular basis, you should be able to get the 30 needed. And this is going to be running for quite some time. It's going to be up until the 16th of June, so you got plenty of time to work on that. And like I say, 5/26 is when the actual phase 2 of a call to arms will begin. And as you can see there, just use the bonus ships to get the voltaic wings frame. So you're just going to have to wait and see what ships they are, and it'll be the same thing as always. You'll have those ships. You have to build them all. Once you build them, limit break them, fully limit break them, you know, get them up to 70 and fully limit break them. And as you do that, you get the points, and you get 3,400 points, you'll be able to get the frame, you know. And then if you don't build the ships, or if you don't get all the ships in the build, you can still use Yorktown, Soryu, Hiryu, and Helena in certain levels. Complete those levels with those ships, and you'll get points that way as well. So those are sort of like buffer points to allow you to reach the 3,400 that you will need to obtain the voltaic wings. Okay, so that it's same as always. There's nothing different here. It's following the last 2 events of format. So I will do another video once I actually get a listing of what the ships are. You know, they're pretty good about keeping it until just a few days before the event, but they did tease on Twitter San Francisco, so I assume she's going to be one of the ships. So we'll just have to wait and see. And it was an SR ship, so she looked pretty cool. But you go onto the Azur Lane Twitter, and you'll be able to see it if you want to take a look at that. They've also got this Silver Archives. Now this is going to continue through all the way through until, you know, 5/20. So you've got 5/20 will be phase 1 of call to arms. At 5/26 you'll have phase 2 of a call to arms start, and phase 2 will run until the 16th of June. So this is going to run all the way until that event ends. And basically, as you do stuff on a daily basis, you complete the things. Okay, there's nothing special that you have to do inside of this map. Okay, so there's nothing inside of this map that you have to do. Basically, just doing stuff like getting 10 victories, logging in, sorting and defeat 3 boss fleets, and then retire 2 ships. And as you do those, you'll be able to collect the rewards. Okay, so basically tomorrow, a new set of requirements will pop up that you'll need to do, and once you do those, you'll be able to collect the rewards for those and progress through the map. Okay, and as you can see, this is a very large event, so it's going to be going on, it's going to be 14 days. So you're going to have, we won't get to final. Right now, we're just at P4 completed today, position 4, tomorrow P5. Okay, so just do the events as you do it. There's nothing, when they say sortie, it's not actually a sortie to actually build a fleet, go in there and defeat some ships. It's basically just sorting you to this screen where you can collect the rewards as you complete them. So you can check it in the morning, see what the new requirements are, do those, then go back in and collect them. And as you complete those, you'll see the little red, you'll get the little red exclamation here marks saying with the 1 saying that there's stuff that needs to go be in there and taken care of. So that's all this is. So it's not an actual, it's not a map, so to speak. It's just basically a reward collection portal. It would be the best way to describe it. All right, so that's what's up. Nothing much in that terms. So just focus on York Tusor. You're here, you Helena. Get them to 70 minimum. 70 minimum is required. You have to complete in the phase 2 to complete those levels with those ships. They have to be fully limit broke for it to count. So you need to get them to 70 and fully limit break them, max stars, but before you can actually use those in the sortie, A1, A2, A3 in the next event. So in the next portion, phase 2. So make sure that you get them limit broke. So get them to 70 minimum, fully limit break them, and then in case you don't build all of the ships, you can run those stages with those ships and get the extra points. I managed to complete the Sardinia Empire. I got all the ships on the last event, and I fully limit broke them, got the screen, so I did not have to do any of those. But it's there if it's there if you're going to need it. I will not be able to fully limit break all of the ships in this event. I don't have enough mats left. So I'm interested to see what ships will be come out, but I will collect all the ships, and then I'll level them up at a limited time. I don't really think there's anything that's going to upset my routine, simply because of the fact that I already have an excellent Eagle Union fleet which is capable of doing in-game, so I don't really need something else at this point. But it'd just be interesting to see what ships they bring out, just in the fact that that's one of the things is collecting the ships. So I will definitely be trying to build them, and we'll go over them, and some of the maybe want to be able to scoot in, maybe have a really nice kit and a really nice skill set that helps synergize with the fleet. But I'm pretty set with what I got, focusing on one of the things that I am focused on Eagle Union. Right now my Eagle Union fleet consists of carriers primarily, because that's the Eagle Union strength, is having its carriers, and the damage that they deal. Might be looking at something, have a little bit something, maybe another main fleet backline that consists of something other than carriers. Although there's not many offerings of that that they're going to do, but San Francisco is a start towards that as an SR ship. So we'll have to see. I think there maybe this next event is going to focus on giving us some battleships and some ships that we can use in a backline main fleet. That might allow you to get away from the carrier meta, which the Eagle Union is famous for, and it's what makes them one of the strongest factions in the game, is their carriers. You put an Essex, Enterprise, and an Intrepid in the backline, you're going to do a ton of damage with your aircraft. So we'll just have to see. But yeah, so as soon as I get the ships, I will let you know, and we'll do a video on those ships. But the first phase is up, another call to arms for the Eagle Union, and a catch-up for Neptune, priority ship Neptune. So if you're looking for her, do that. And don't forget to do the Silver Archives. The rewards they've been giving have been quite generous. Okay. Another thing to note on the ships. Now these ships, you want to take a look at these ships. Each of these ships, Yorktown, we're thinking she might get a retrofit in this next event, so keep an eye on that. Soryu does have a retrofit. I'm in the process of completing it, but I need to get the level to 70 before I can finish it. So you definitely want to do the Soryu retrofit. Hiryu, of course, had a retrofit some time ago. I have completed that retrofit. I've got the new skill for that, which Flowers of Fate. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure that you complete the retrofits for any of the ships. Helena, of course, had a retrofit too. One of the best retrofits in the game. I gave her a new skill as well. So you want to make sure that all the retrofits for these 3 ships, Hiryu, Soryu, and Helena, are complete. We're hoping Yorktown's going to get that. You know, with the ending of Chapter 3 and ending with her, you know, her death, we're thinking maybe possibly the event might have maybe retrieving of her wisdom cube or something, maybe bringing her back at a retrofitted format. Like I said, we don't know. There's a lot of speculation, but the devs are doing a really good job keeping what the event's going to be under wraps. But as soon as I hear something, I'll let you know. But this event's only been up for a day or two, so that's why. It usually takes, you know, usually a few days before the event actually drops that we actually find out the ship. So it'll probably be sometime, maybe Sunday or Monday, before we actually get somebody will drop or leak the ships to us so we can get an idea what we're going to be seeing. All right, but that's it. So I just wanted to give you an update. So get in there, work on the 4 ships, get them to 70 so you can limit break them, especially if you're going to be doing the voltaic wings border. You want to have them ready just in case the build does not go. It's all luck. So, you know, there's some ships, like I say, I got lucky in the last one, but in the one before that, you know, the previous Sardinia Empire event, I did not get Pola, so I still don't have Pola, and it's crimping my Sardinia Empire fleet capabilities at this point. But yeah, so focus on those ships. You probably already have them. They're easily obtainable, so there's nothing difficult about these, and they all have retrofits except for Yorktown. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Once you've subscribed, you'll see a bell. You click on the bell, you get notified each time I do drop a video. And remember to like and share the video, as that does help the channel immensely. So this is Kendrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.